everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thank you to my returning subscribers, and if you're new, thank you for clicking on my video today. Please consider subscribing if you like cash stuffing videos. It's free. I was mainly making bi-monthly cash stuffing videos, but from now on I'm going to be doing it weekly. So if that is something that you're interested in, stick around and let's get on with it. So as I'm now cash stuffing weekly, I've been to the bank this morning and I've withdrawn the money that I'm going to be stuffing for the next month. So I got paid today, and yeah, so I've withdrawn the money this morning. What I've done is, sorry, that was my Alexa, if you could hear that. What I've done is I've created some weekly envelopes that I'm going to keep in this binder. If you're quite new to my channel, this is my like long-term binder for long-term savings goals. So I'll show you just quickly. I've got an emergency fund here, which has got £2,000 in the bank. So that one's done. The next one I'll work on eventually is 1 month ahead, home improvements, and then mortgage fund to try and get ahead on my mortgage. So what I've done is I've created myself 4 envelopes, week 1, week 2, week 3, no way, and week 4. What I think I'm going to do, rather than do like a 5-week month if there ever is one, because I just can't be bothered with all that, I'm going to, so say today is Friday and I'm cash stuffing today, I'll probably just next cash stuff next Saturday and then like slowly move myself towards my next payday, if that makes sense, rather than doing like a 5-week month, because it's not budgeting for bills, it's just literally my sinking funds and like weekly cash envelopes. So this is this week's money. So let's go ahead and count it. I should have 650, I think. Something like that. So, okay, we've got in 50s, 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 300 and 50. So 350. Whoops. Okay, and then we've got 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 470, 490, 510, 530, 550, 570, 570, 580, 590, 600, 610, 20, 30, 40, 50, 650, 660, 670, 670 it was. Okay, so £670. Now then, on my last video, I got a comment that having my iPad in view takes away, what was it? It takes away the element of surprise as to what I'm about to cash stuff. So I hope that's out of view. So I'm gonna remove it. So I'm not really bothered either way, to be honest. I just use it as a guide for me. But I've listened, and I also put a poll on my Instagram to see what people think, and it was kind of fairly split, to be honest, 50-50. So I'm going to remove it for this video. Let me know what you think. If it's better without it, I shall leave it out of sight because I actually don't care. Okay, so first things first, we are going to see what I've got left over from the last 2 weeks. Okay, so this is the Filofax Saffiano purse, which I take out with me. So we shall go through and see what I've got. Now, in coins from my groceries, I've got this money here. Whoops, let's have a look. So I've got a few £2 coins, a few pounds and some change. So we'll just put that, close your ears. Sorry, put that in there for now. Now, I am sadly going to get rid of the penny challenge. I was watching, was it Moo Budgets? I think it was. And yeah, so and other videos where people are getting increasingly not bored, but just a bit frustrated with how long it takes. I think Kerry is the one out there doing the best in her penny challenge. But I've decided, because it's just taken me so long, I'm just going to get rid of it. So what I've done is I'll show you what I'm going to do with my pound coins later on, but I've ordered a 50p challenge from My Money Matters, which hasn't arrived yet, so I'm waiting for that. And I've also ordered a 1 to 100 challenge from Moo Budgets. So that's what I'm going to do with my like shrapnel, my 20s, 10s, 5s and copper. So that's what I'm going to do with that, and I'll show you later on what I'm going to do with my pounds. But because it hasn't arrived yet, they both haven't arrived, probably because of the strikes, I won't be stuffing the shrapnel. I'll just do the pound coins later on. Okay, enough talking, I'm blabbering on. So this week for groceries, I am going to be putting in £50. So 20, 40 and 50 in there. Fuel has 20 still in it, so when I got my car back from my dad, he'd actually filled it up quite a bit, bless him, which was lovely of him. So I'm just going to add 20 today and try and fill it up as much as I can. Nails, I've just had them done. I don't know if you can see the detail, but honestly, I'm obsessed with them. So she's done like a little web there using like a sugaring method, which I found really interesting. And on this one, I've got a full web. I don't know if you can see it, with like a spider in the middle, a red foil spider. Love them, absolutely love them. I've budgeted £35 in cash. Why have I done that when I've just had them done? That was a bit silly. Right, we'll put it in there anyway, but I won't. We'll put it back to bank. I don't know why I've done that, because I've paid for it on my card. Right, so that's nails done. Eating out has got 10 in it, and I'm going to leave that 10 in, roll it over. And then spending, I'm going to add in £30. So that's £30 in spending. And I've got some fives, which are put to one side in my weekly shopping. So I'm going to add them later on to my £5 challenge. So I shall put them in there for now. All right then, so that is it for my weekly cash wallets. Okay, so now moving on to my short-term sinking funds, which I have in this resin binder here. This is from Little Carousel Gifts on Etsy, if anyone's interested. So the first category here I have is Hair and Beauty. And Hair and Beauty is going to get £10. So Hair and Beauty now has 20. I did spend £20 of this on some shampoo. So I buy my shampoo and conditioner online. It's a brand called Joico, and I buy the K-Pack variety just 'cause I've got thin hair, and it does help. I think it does anyway. But the £20 was actually for a litre bottle, so that should last me probably a good few months, to be honest. So Hair and Beauty's got 20. Clothes isn't getting anything, but I've got £10 in there. I am now on a clothing ban until at least January sales, because I've just spent so much on my holiday clothes and stuff, and I don't need any more. I'm going to have a big clear out probably tomorrow. So that's that. Books. My Lonely Little Books envelope is going to get £5. So it has 5. And Home isn't getting anything, but it has 50, 110 in Home. Garden is going to get £10. Oops. So we have 20, 40, 50 and £60 now in garden. I haven't got the bushes trimmed yet. Anyone who's interested in the bush story, I'm not interested in it either. But anyway, I'll tell you. So the bushes by the side of my house need trimming. But I read online that it's best to do it in the winter when they've lost most of their leaves. So I'm going to do that. So I'm probably going to keep this in here until maybe November, December, or even maybe January, and just get them trimmed back then. So there's a really riveting bush story for you. Right, gifts is going to get £20. So in gifts, I now have £100 in the bank, and then I have 20, 40, 60 and 70. So I'm going to put up a little picture somewhere of my Starling saving spaces where I've got money in the bank to show you that it's in the bank. Not that I don't think anyone believes me, but I just thought it would be nice to show you it represented in the bank. So that's my gifts one. And then finally in this binder, I have my dad's 70th, and he is going to get £30. So 20 and 30. So we now have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80 and £90 in his party envelope. Okay, and that is it for my short-term saving funds. Okay, so now moving on to my long-term saving funds, which is in this green resin binder. Starting off with insurance. Insurance is going to get £10. So we now have £30 in insurance. My car tax isn't getting anything today, but we have £100 in the bank, and then we have 50 and 5. These placeholders are available on my Etsy shop if anybody's interested, and I also do dollar and euro. I don't know why I did that. If anyone's interested. Car maintenance isn't getting anything. I do need to start that at some point. Kingston is my property maintenance company and it's getting £5. So we now have 50, 55 and 60 in Kingston. Christmas is going to get £20. So we now have £200 in the bank and we have 20, 40, 60 and 80. 280, so only another 20 to go for my £300 target. And I think I am going to take some of this out and use it for Christmas presents because I'm not going to need all of this just for, you know, eating and drinking at Christmas. Well, maybe I will, who knows. Right, next up is my holiday fund. So today my holiday fund is going to get £100. So 50 and 100. Which means I can colour in 2 more palm trees on my tracker that I made for myself. So I think I'm going to go this way actually, go down. Okay, and top. There we are. Okay, so in my holiday fund, I now have 50, 100, 50, 200. I have ordered another photo envelope from Ira now that I know where I want to go. So all shall be revealed when that arrives. I think I kind of gave it away last time. So yeah, that's my holiday fund done. And then trip fund isn't getting anything, but we have 50, 70 and 80 in trip fund. No trips planned, but it's good to keep it going, I think. And then the last one here is my tax, and it's going to get £250. 50, 100, 250. Okay, so my tax now has £200 in the bank, 250, 300, 350, 400, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 470, 480. No, that's wrong. 200 in the bank, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 470, 490, 510, 530, 550, 570, 580, 585 and 590 in my tax. Now then, at some point, I'm probably going to move this envelope out of here because I've created myself a business binder. Now, I don't really have any money to start stuffing it yet because I don't really make that much money from my Etsy shop at all. So I don't actually have like a lot of money to my name in the business, if that makes sense. So I need to start being more intentional with the money that I do make. Which before I've been putting into like other sinking funds, but now I want to like reinvest it back into my business. So I've created myself a business binder and I've gone A5. I'm so excited to start using this. I'm not sure about my dashboard. I think it's a bit bong, isn't it? It's a bit off center. But you know what, never mind. Well, so I'll take you through it just so I can show you. And I got this from Bali, this little keyring, which I love. So in here, so I've made myself an HMRC envelope for the tax, so I could put this money straight in there if I wanted to. Then I've got a materials envelope, packaging, postage. So I normally just use Etsy for postage, but sometimes parcels do get lost and I have to then pay for postage myself. And rather than use Etsy again, I just go straight to Royal Mail. But Royal Mail at the minute's doing my head in, so might be time for a change, we'll see. Then we've got equipment, and then we've got subscriptions. So in here I've created myself some dividing envelopes. So I've got Canva, Amazon Prime, and I've got Instant Ink. So that's for that. And then I've got giveaways, and finally I've got emergency, because I don't actually have any money. If there was an emergency in my business, like if some equipment failed or anything like that. So yeah, I'm probably going to start doing a separate business video when I've got a bit of money to my name in this. So let me know what you think. If you'd like to see that, I can do that, no problem. But for now, yeah, that's a little sneak peek of my business binder. Let me know what you think. All right then, so moving on to my savings challenges, I'm going to start with my 1K savings challenge binder. So this week is going to get £40. So let's go ahead and find the next 40. There we are. So 20 and 40 is going into the 1K challenge. Okay, and we can mark off this one here. So still got some way to go. I really want to finish this by the end of the year. Yeah, we'll see if we can get there. It would be great if I can, because I kind of know what I want to do with this. I think I'm going to split it half towards my holiday fund and half towards my business, I think is what I'm going to do with it. So that is my 1K savings challenge. Now then, I just want to quickly show you something. I got a request on Instagram to make a children's savings challenge binder, specifically for an amount of £250. And she said that it was for her daughter who liked strawberry cows. So this is what I created, and it's now available on my shop if anybody's interested. So it's a 250. This also comes in a 500 as well. So it comes in 250 or 500. And it's basically got two little cows on the front and a little like moo theme. So there's the 250 denomination. So you've got, she wanted 120 and then the rest 10s and 5s. So there's the denominations there. And there's the envelopes here. So this is in like a deeper pink sort of holographic vinyl. And then on the back, we've got a little strawberry cow. Oh, I love it so much. So these are available on my Etsy shop now if anybody would like to purchase one. I have had a couple of, well, no, I've only had one message saying, are you going to do any sales or discounts? Now, I hadn't thought about it. I could do. What I would say is that the binders that I make and the price that they're at, like as I said before, I don't really make that much money from them. You know, the materials, the tags on the side, what they're called, treasury tags, the vinyl themselves, and every binder of mine has got at least 30 envelopes in it. Some of them have even got up to 40 envelopes in them, and it's not just the materials, it's the time it takes. So I don't know why I'm blathering on, but ultimately the price is where it's at, because it does cost me quite a lot to do, and it'll cost a lot of my time as well to make it, so I need to make it worth my while. But that being said, I might run a sale soon, so keep an eye out. I might do like a Halloween sale for only a week or so, maybe 15% off, something like that. So keep an eye out. Yeah, but that's my little binder blabbering on. We'll leave it there. Okay, let's move on. All right then, so moving on to my savings challenges in this binder here. So first things first, we have my rainy day fund, and that is going to get £20. So we have £200, £300 in the bank, and then we have 20, 40 and 60. So 360 for rainy day. And I can colour in another one of these. So we'll do green. There's no rhyme or reason to this, just what I think looks good. Okay, so that is it for the rainy day fund. Next up is my treats envelope. Now, this is the Budget with Ira Infinity Challenge, and I did have 2 Carrie Elizabeth jewellery vouchers in here, but I've actually used them and I'm waiting for something to arrive. So I've bought myself a ring for this finger. Now, a couple of Bali bad luck stories very quickly. I'm sorry if you don't like my crack, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I mean, they're not bad luck stories. It's my own stupidity, really. So first story is I arrived in Bali. I'd met a girl at Heathrow who was travelling on the same trip. And when we arrived, she said, oh, have you downloaded the app, the Indonesian COVID app? And I was like, what are you talking about? I said, I've looked on the Gov website and all it said was I needed to show my NHS app. So she's like, oh no, you need an app. And there was signs everywhere for this goddamn app when we landed. And I was like, for God's sake. So I took my phone out. I couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi, wouldn't let me. or it was connecting, but you know, sometimes the Wi-Fi is terrible and it wasn't downloading anything. So I turned my roaming on, I think for about 2 minutes, it must have been maximum. And obviously in that time, it grabbed all my emails, my messages, everything. And my O2 bill is usually £19 a month, and it was £71. So it was like 52 quid for a couple of minutes. So please don't make the same mistake as me. I know you're all probably a lot smarter than I am. But anyway, second story. Right, in my treats, I've still got 220 and 40 in the bank, 200 in the bank and 40 here. So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to start this challenge. And this money is birthday money, and I want to buy another piece of jewellery. I don't want to buy the Dior ring again because I think that defeats the object of them giving me money, my family. Anyway, right. Okay, so moving on to my energy fund. So today my energy fund is going to get £10. Okay, so we now have in my energy fund £100 in the bank, and then we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90 and 95. So 195. I thought I'd escaped, well, not scot-free, but I thought I had not done too badly with the energy risers, but I'm wrong. So I was paying 81 and it's going up to 193 from November. So yeah, not great, but I've budgeted for it, and yeah, hopefully I won't use as much as they're saying, so it won't be, so I'll sort of get into credit, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so we've added another £10 to this. I'm hoping not to use this, to be honest, until, you know, maybe they go up again. Let's hope they don't. So yeah, so that's my energy fund. And then we've got my £5 challenge. So that is today going to get the £20. So sorry, so the 3 5s I had left over from my shopping, and then an extra 5 I'm going to put in. So it's coming along nicely. I'm not going to count it. So we can cross off 4 or tick off 4 of the boxes. So let's go ahead and do that. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so that's the £5 challenge. Okay, so next up usually is the penny challenge, but as I say, I'm gonna get rid of this. I know I was doing quite well. In fact, when I counted it all up, it was like 100 and, what was it? 120 odd quid, 130 odd quid. So what no, maybe not that much. So what I've done is I've bagged up the money that'll go into the money bags, these. And that came to £101. So I've banked that this morning. And I don't know what I'm going to do yet with that £100. I've put it into next week's envelope. And yeah, I'll make that decision in the next week or so when I know what my gas and electricity price is when it goes out. So then I can rebudget that money somewhere else. So, but that left quite a lot of shrapnel, which I can't stuff today in the various challenges that I've ordered because they haven't arrived yet. But what I can do is move on to what I'm going to do with my £1 and £2 coins. So, this is what I'm going to do with those. And it's the Budget with Ira, My Little Book of Savings Challenges Volume 2, and it's got loads of pages of different savings challenges, and it comes with some stickers as well. So what I'm going to do is start this today, but let's just first of all go ahead and count up my £1 and £2 coins. Okay, so from the last 2 weeks, I've got £13 here. So I'm just going to put that there. I'll move that out of the way. But I've also got, so the money that doesn't add up to these amounts, the bank don't accept it. So obviously I've banked £101, which we'll figure out what to do with next week. But then I've got some money left over, and in pound coins, I've got 12. So I've already counted that. So I've got £25 basically. Is that right? Yeah, 13 plus 12 to put in this challenge. And let me show you what I've done. So I've created myself a Budget with Ira envelope. What do you think of that? It might, I don't know whether that's going to be too weighty for this, but I think I'll exchange the coins quite frequently. So for now it'll stay in pound coins, but then I'll do an exchange for notes at some point. So the first one we're going to start with is this floaty challenge, and I think for this one you just basically choose the amount. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, so I could do £2 for each floaty and complete it straight away. Should we do that? Or is that cheating? I don't know. I suppose it's up to me, isn't it? Let's do £2 each. So I'm just going to write in £2 for each one. Okay, so that's that one done, £24. So we'll leave £1 to one side. Right, I'm so bad at Sudoku, right? But I'm even worse, I think, with colours. Well, I found out I am by looking at this, so I've had to number each colour to try and figure it out. So I think the first one I can do is, I think this one's 4, because 4 can't go there because there's a 4 there. It can't go in this box because there's a 4 there, and it can't go in this box because there's a 4 there, so that's got to be 4. So let's find the 4 sticker. I'll find the colour, the right colour. And we'll stick that there. I should probably zoom in, shouldn't I? Sorry. That's as far as it'll go. And I'll number that. And what I'll say, because I've got no choice, is that colour means £1. Okay, so that's that started, and we shall put it with the rest of the coins in this fatty. And okay, so that is it for my savings challenges. I'll put that back in there. All done. So if you've made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. Please don't forget to like, leave me a comment and subscribe. Please consider it. It really means a lot to me, and I will see you next week. Bye.